switch gears to Cairo, where of course our women club side, that is Vihiga Queens, began their campaign not on a very good note, but they were quite solid in that game, going 1-0 down rather to Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa. Our very own Mukami Wambora is in the Egyptian capital and filed the following package.
The moments after a defeat are always hard, but the lessons you learn and how fast you bounce back is what matters. And after sitting down with the Vihiga Queens a few hours after their 1-0 defeat to Mamelodi Sundowns, it's clear that they have an understanding of what went wrong.
First few minutes tulikuwa chini na ilikuwa kama tumeogopa, but second half vile tuliingia tukajua tunaweza.
Ilikuwa ni mistake tu ya concentration kidogo kwa defense yetu na kukosa communicate, lakini tumeweza kufanya hiyo katika mazoezi na najua katika mechi inayofuata tutaweza kurekebisha na kupata ushindi.
What's even clearer is what they need to do to turn things around.
Naweza ambia teammates wangu wakuwe na hiyo self confidence na courage na kuna kuogopa opponent. Tuko na hiyo hope ya kwamba tunaenda kushinda tournament yenye imebaki. So we have that hope and we trust so much in ourselves and all is well.
Even in defeat, there were many positives to pick to boost the team, including goalkeeper Lilian Onyango's Woman of the Match performance.
Ina feel fit, ina feel motivating sana.
Tuna Lilian, me I'm happy ni game yetu ya kwanza tumepata award kutoka kwake na ni teammate. Tuko happy.
Next up for Vihiga Queens are Moroccan champions Asfar, who beat River Angels of Nigeria 3-0. But a win against them could blow the whole group wide open. Mukami Wambora reporting for Citizen TV at the 30th June Stadium in Cairo, Egypt.
Wow, thanks for that, Mukami. And to give this context and break it down, Mukami Wambora and Steve Shitera are actually covering this competition live in the Egyptian capital, Cairo. And now let's link up with Shitera and Mukami to break this down for us.
So we're here, the three of us, all of us following the Vihiga Queens. We're seated at the 30th June Stadium right now in one of the annexes for the Academy Club's Pyramid Club, to be specific. And we just want to give you guys a sense of what exactly is happening. It's the inaugural CAF Women's Champions League. Vihiga Queens are Kenya's representatives. They may have lost their first game, but there's still so much to talk about of what's happened in the tournament so far and what we can expect going forward. First of all, Shitera, karibu sana.
Asante.
How are you feeling after the Chelsea result?
Fortunately, it's a draw. It was not a loss, so I'm happy.
Okay, and we also have Jeffrey Mwamburi, but we prefer to call him Becky.
Yeah, if you call me Becky Mwamburi, then I'm extremely happy.
So, Becky, what do you feel about Vihiga Queen's performance so far?
Thank you so much, Mukami, for this opportunity. Nikizungumza naweza sema ya kwamba Vihiga Queens ni timu ambayo imeandikisha historia kuweza kucheza katika makala ya kwanza kabisa ya ligi klabu bingwa barani Afrika CAF, na niliangalia mchezo wao jana when they were playing Mamelodi Sundowns, the South African heavyweights, and for sure walicheza vizuri, japo nafasi za kufunga ndizo ambazo Vihiga waliweza kukosa nafasi za kufunga. Nilikuwa naona washambulizi wetu ukiangalia Topista Situmu walipata nafasi za wazi sana, the likes of Enes Mango, the captain. She did a really fantastic job overlapping. Alikuwa na overlap, alikuwa anajaribu kutafuta magoli ya kufunga. Ukiangalia pia coordination nzuri zaidi ya Terry Engesha pale katikati. Kwa hiyo generally naweza sema kwamba wasichana walicheza vizuri sana. Nafikiri kuna mbinu ambao walitumia wachezaji wa Mamelodi ni walicapitalize on their chances. Na kuna hiyo ni mbinu ambao wachezaji wengi zaidi wanatumia Mukami. Unakuta kabla mja settle, manake goli lilifungwa 3rd 4th minute hapo. So kitambo Vihiga wa concentrate kwa game, kitambo tulizo ile mchezo tayari Mamelodi walikuwa washafunga. So hiyo ndio mbinu ambao kwamba pia kocha Okera anafaa kuweza kubadilisha kwenda katika mchezo ambao kwamba ni wasfar. But venye niliangalia niliona ya kwamba morali ilikuwa juu katika upande wa Vihiga Queens. Walicheza vizuri, wachezaji walikuwa wametulia vizuri. Gentrix Shikangu alikuwa ameshikwa, manake walijua kwamba huyu ndio mchezaji ambaye kwamba tunafaa kumbana. So kivyangu Wanacheza dhidi ya Asfar, timu kutoka kule maeneo ya Morocco ambayo kwamba iliweza kushinda mechi yao vile vile pia jana. Kwa hiyo tunatarajia kwamba watakuwa wametulia, manake wanahitaji kuweza kushinda Mukami.
Teacher, I've heard Becky talking about some of the players who are really, really good in that game against Mamelodi Sundowns, such as the captain, Enes Mango. But there's one player that even Mamelodi Sundowns will not forget, Lilian Onyango. You can talk about her performance.
You see, Lilian Onyango really protected Vihiga Queens from so many goals, probably 2 or 3 more. And that is why she came out as the woman of the match. And I think from what they have said in the camp, that was the greatest motivation, that yes, they went down, but they could get something out of the match. And I think we all saw that game, and Vihiga Queens dominated. And I think the coach for Mamelodi Sundowns was very clear that he understands and he read their game. He acknowledged that he went through the videos for Vihiga Queens, and he realized that the very one thing that they can do is to surprise them, get them unawares, and that is what they did. They scored their goal very early in the game, and you could see, yes, Vihiga Queens could control the game. Hit the woodwork I think 3 times, yeah, and Shikangwa could round off defenders but could not score. So I think, as they say, luck was not on their side, but again they capitalized on that. Mamelodi Sundowns capitalized on that. They capitalized on their concentration. You see, when a match starts and a team is not well prepared mentally, that is what went wrong for Vihiga Queens. But I'm convinced that this is a team that can beat Asfar from Morocco, it can beat River Angels from Nigeria, and qualify for the semi-finals. It's not all lost. You put it rightly that Greece lost their first match in 2004 against Portugal, but went ahead to win the Euros. So it's very much possible. So to me, I'm encouraged from the game, because if you read the game, if Vihiga Queens lost it, but convincingly, you see, they did not lose it convincingly. If they did convincingly, I would have told you the best thing is to pack and go home. But it was unfortunate for them to lose that game. That game, the best they could have done is a draw. Even the last minute free kick could have been a goal. So all things are positive for Vihiga Queens, and I believe that they will get something out of Tuesday's game.
You know, something we've been talking about and we've noticed is the state of the stadiums here and how they've built even little annexes. Maybe you can explain more about that and what you think Kenya needs to do.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think ni jambo zuri zaidi ya 6 vidogo vya mazoezi. Na hapo tulipo vile vile pia Mkami, ukiangalia ni kwamba kuna akademia, na hiyo akademia iko na uwanja wao ambao wanacheza, na vile vile pia kumbuka wana feed ama ni feeder ya wachezaji wa Pyramids. Kuna Pyramids, kuna club ambazo ama kuna ligi ambayo inashiriki ama ligi kuu hapa katika maeneo ya Misri, na pia zile ligi za chini. Nimefurahishwa sana na viwanja, na si viwanja tu, maana ukiangalia pia zile annex ndogo ziko na viwango vya hali ya juu. Ni uwanja ambao kwamba ukiangalia nyasi zimeweza kuhifadhiwa vizuri, uwanja ambao kwamba yani uko mzuri. Kwa hiyo ukiangalia ni kwamba mchezaji hawezi kosa nafasi ya kuweza kucheza, na huu ndio ujumbe ambao kwamba kila siku tunaimba na tunautuma kwa wakuu wa soka nchini Kenya, na vile vile pia serikali. Tunahitaji kuweza kuunda viwanja, tunahitaji kuweza kuboresha viwanja vyetu na kujenga viwanja. Ahadi zikitolewa, jamani, tuhakikisha kwamba hivi viwanja vinajengwa. Hapa Misri mimi nikitembea, kusema kweli nikikaa, na ndio maana unakuta kuna kwamba Misri wanatawala. Hii ni timu ambayo kwamba imetoa taji la AFCON mara 3 mfululizo, nakumbuka. Na haya ndio mambo yapo. Manake wakati sasa hivi Mohamed Salah ambaye anachezea klabu ya Liverpool, mchezaji ambaye kwamba ni ametamba zaidi, atakapo staafu soka, hizi academy ambazo tunaziona, Mohamed Salah mwingine anatokea hapa. Tumezungumza kina Goma, tumezungumza kina Mohamed Abu Trika, wametokea hapa Egypt. na hizo talanta zinatokea namna gani? Hizi annex ndogo ndogo, ubora wa viwanja ndio ambao tunaweza kuzungumzia. Kwa hiyo ni mwito kwa serikali kuhakikisha kwamba wanatilia hilo maanani.
Shitara, the buildings are old in Egypt, but there's one thing that's new everywhere we've gone, the stadiums. Maybe you can talk about what you've witnessed so far and what Kenya needs to do to improve.
Wow. I think and I believe our football administrators need to take a serious tour. Of course, so many people in leadership say that we are going for a benchmarking. I think they literally go for benchmarking, literally. Because if it is benchmarking with what other nations are doing, then look at what Egypt is doing. We are in an academy stadium. It's not even a first team stadium or a senior team stadium. It's an academy stadium. It's a stadium where people are training young kids. As Becky said, they are feeding into their senior team. And this is a club, not a national team academy. It's a club. I wonder, do we have academies for teams like FC Leopards, Gor Mahia? Yeah? That is why we fall short of players at the national level and rely mostly on high schools. High schools in Kenya are our academies, so to speak, because most of the young talents we get come from schools like Kakamega High School, yeah, Kisumu High School, yeah, from the coast. So my plea to clubs is that invest in football. FKF invest in football. There is a lot of returns when you invest in football. Because now as you speak, our two stadia are banned, Kasarani and Nyayo. And they are not banned because of serious issues. They are just banned because of floodlights. We are in a floodlight. Yeah? An academy stadium, yeah, has floodlights. Nyayo Stadium doesn't have floodlights. So it is an irony, I could say, because if I would correct FKF President Nick Mwendwa that there is no talent in Kenya, I think it's not the case. Look at what Chapadimba na Safaricom was producing. Players like Komala, players like Gentrix Shikwangwa came from the Chapadimba na Safaricom tournament that was going around the country. So if we invest in football and get the right partners, I think we can go far.
What's next for Vihiga Kings? They actually play Moroccan champions ASFA tomorrow. We're hoping for the best. The mood in the camp is really positive even after the defeat. They know what went wrong and they know what they need to do to correct it. ASFA beat Nigeria's River Angels yesterday 3-0. So if they can beat ASFA, that group is completely wide open and they have an even better chance of moving on to the next round. So we're here, we're going to keep an eye on everything that's happening. We're going to have reports for you on Radio Citizen. That game will actually be live, so you have to listen in if you want to hear how the Vihiga Queens are doing. And then we'll have reports for you at 7 p.m, at 9 p.m, the three of us. The weather is perfect here in Cairo and we're just looking forward to what we're going to watch. Back to you guys in Nairobi, Kenya.
Thanks so much, Mukami Wambora.